Yeah, I've been watching shows since you got called up on that, so I've loved them since. Whoever signed in that contract is quite the genius of the whole entire franchise. Who do you think signed the contract? Yeah, signed contracts for players. Oh, really? But doesn't they have to go through the general manager? Yeah. So like they gotta go through one of those. So do you think those two are the ones that are set up? Well, whoever did this is all I gotta say right now. Especially for Trout, they're freaking genius. I'm not even kidding. Because they knew if they got rid of him, I don't know what would have happened. But then you got the manager has to be a part of it as well. So the manager, the GM, the owner, and then the agent to the player, which is Trout's agent. Like one road, that was he's the reason why I wanted to get a baseball broadcast. But it was, you know, this whole memory. He's the reason why I wanted to get a broadcast. Because I can't wait to see him tonight. Because after all this is done, you're gonna go back and get ready for the game. Because after this, I'm going to my friend's house to watch the game. I wish I'd been here. Yeah, rather. But are you excited to see because you got to count the last 2 years. Everybody else got to bring a lot of no, man, you got to get some pressure. No, it was 12. I thought it was 12. Is it 12? Well, I'll relook at it again. Well, I'll look at it again later after this is done, because I knew it's a 12-year deal. I already knew it was a 12-year deal. But I might be wrong. I'll check it later to see if you're right. I feel like I don't even trust you because I already know the contract stipulation. But I'll look it up later when it's done with this. Because I remember they said it was a 12-year deal. Oh, I did. And they said, oh. And then I'll look at it later. I don't believe it. We're probably going to talk about it. I think they're going to clarify. Yeah, please. Because I remember looking it up on my thing, it was a 12-year deal. So we're going to see. Because you know how they go look back on history? This is it. It's called All Angels by Train. And that gets me every time. I'm not even kidding. And I cry about it every time. I don't know how it's kidding me. Incredible, man. I can't say it. I remember seeing it online. I know they're going to talk about it. treating. We hardly had 23 games just because of he's our biggest star. Like he could be useful, but yeah, what? What do you think? Who do you think that's the best? I like the way Connor Hardy. After all this is done, then you get to that. They're waiting for the TV to go off.
That's what my husband is texting. Too many damn
So I put her in the hospital. So I shoot for the clip. That's what I do. That's what I do. So like for the So you think Artie's got the best shit on? But I think it's the GM. The best jersey, you should say. That was probably even better than this.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are we feeling today? Welcome to everyone here this afternoon, along with those of you joining us via television, both locally as well as across the country for this historic event. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce those seated to my right, beginning with manager Brad Osmus, Mike's agent Craig Landis, Jessica and Mike Trout, Angels owner General Manager Billy Epler, and Club President John Carpino. We would also like to acknowledge in the audience Angels owner Carol Moreno, members of Mike and Jessica's family, distinguished alumni, Mike's 2019 teammates, coaching staff, clubhouse personnel, and front office staff here in support. This unprecedented contract is a statement of commitment, a commitment to the organization, a commitment to winning. This is a story of loyalty by a player to wear one uniform his entire and the loyalty of ownership to a fan base. We would like to start our press conference with a few words from the man responsible for making certain Mike remains an Angel for his entire career. Please welcome Angels owner, Artie Moreno.
But like I said, I think I presented all. You should get freaking
I'd like to
owner
thank
the
all the
MVP because of
Angel
it.
fans. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for all your support. You need to give yourselves a big hand. I would like to thank Mike and his family, and his in-law families here, the Cox families here, which is nice of them to come out. And all the players and past players, but really would like to thank my wife, my better 90%. She hung with us while we went through this negotiation. And Mike stays in right here. You know? Everybody was sort of hanging in for probably the last 30 or 40 days. Especially like to thank President John Carpino.
I already got 2 people commenting on Trout and Go and all that
spent
stuff.
a lot of time working. You know, we were working pretty much 24/7 on this deal, and Mike and Jessica and everybody was sort of trying to hang in there. Right? I was telling Brad earlier that I was sneaking out of spring training games because I figured the press was trying to figure out what I was doing. Anyway, so you know, my job is to thank all the fans and the Angel family who are really making this possible. This is an exciting time to celebrate Mike, all of his accomplishments on and off the field. We all get an opportunity to watch him and his teammates play the game we all love for many, many years to come. And so once again, thank you for being fans. Thank you, Angel family, for supporting us, and good luck to Mike and Jessica. Thank you.
Thank you, Artie. At this time, we'd like to hear a few words from Angels General Manager Billy Epler.
The other man was
Yes, it's as popular.
That's great. So today's a special day in Angels history. Right? We're extremely proud to say that we're keeping Mike Trout in Angels uniform. Like I already said, I know this was something on his mind for a while, and it was something that Artie and John and I discussed a number of times over the past couple of seasons. Those thoughts ultimately led to discussions that began in late February, and they culminated earlier this week with an agreement. Ultimately, we were able to keep Mike home. In the baseball sense, he was born an Angel and he was raised an Angel. Mike doesn't just want to be successful, all right? Mike also wants to be significant. The difference in those two things, to me, is that being successful means you accomplish something, but being significant means you help someone else accomplish something. That's what a good teammate does, and that's what a leader does. He makes the person next to him better. Our goal as an organization is to win a World Series. So accomplishing that goal, right? Accomplishing that goal takes talented players, no doubt, but it takes a strong culture defined by leadership, teamwork, and character. And there is no one better suited to advance us to that goal on all fronts than Mike Trout. There's a saying in sports. There's a saying that great teams, they get the right people on the bus, right? And in the summer of 2009, Mike took a seat on our bus. And with the commitment and the trust shown by Artie and Carol Moreno, the work put in by John Carpino, our entire baseball operations group, Craig Landis, Mike, and his wife, Jessica, we were able to keep Mike on our bus. Now together, we'll keep working to achieve that goal.
Thank you, Billy. Time today does not allow us to list all of his significant accomplishments in Angels and Major League Baseball record books, but Mike began his career, as Billy said, in 2009, following his first-round selection in the first-year player draft. Since that time, what a ride it has been, and I'm sure you can all agree, he is just a special, special person. Two-time MVP recipient, Rookie of the Year honoree, 7-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP, 6 Silver Slugger Awards, Hank Aaron Award in 2014, and has finished in the top 2 in American League MVP voting 6 times, tied for most in Major League history with a couple of Hall of Famers named Ted Williams and Nick Miranda. All of this, ironically, by the age of 27. The numbers and records will only continue to change dramatically for this young man, and we look forward to watching each and every one of them for the next 12 seasons.
Told you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a sincere pleasure
No, I
to
said
welcome number
combined
27,
2 years.
your Mike Trout.
MVP! 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 MVP!
The whole day. You ready for the speech? You know, I'm happy, obviously. First of all, I'd like to thank Artie and Carol Moreno, Billy Epler, John Carpino, faith and commitment to me. It's been a long couple, last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know, we got it done. My wife, family. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support. You guys are great. I would thank my agent, Greg. You know, I probably talked to him more than anybody in the last 3 weeks. More than my wife, my family, my teammates and coaches. I want to thank you guys. You guys push me hard every day. You keep me humble, you know. You let me know when I'm wrong. You know, that you guys give me some hard time, but I appreciate everything. My coaches push me to be the best player I can be. And, training staff, media relations, obviously training staff keep me on the field. Neville, you know, your staff's been awesome. Media relations, Tim Mead, Eric Kay, Adam. You guys have been great. And obviously I want to thank the fans. You guys are been unbelievable. And I want to bring a championship back to Anaheim. Let's go, man.
MVP! MVP! MVP!
Congratulations from all of us. At this time, we invite members of the media to direct their questions to the dais. Please wait for a microphone before beginning. We ask that you introduce yourself prior to your question. So, media members, if you have questions.
Stay in Anaheim!
I only video at the.
Mike, over here. Can you kind of take us through your thought process as far as when you kind of thought, okay, this is the place I want to be long term, and obviously there, you would have had some other options that you picked free agency. When you got to the point where you felt comfortable closing those doors?
Yeah, I think in the last couple of years, bringing in Epler, the relationship what I have with the front office, the things he does in the off season, brings in players, try to put a pieces of puzzles together to make a great team. Obviously a lot of talk about going back east and back to Philly. I enjoy every minute being here. This is my home. I think the direction of the franchise that was big for me. I think if it was going the other way, I would have had to consider going, but it never crossed my mind that I was going to be agent for life for sure.
James Allen, Angels Radio, Amy 30. There you go. This question is basically for Artie Moreno. Artie, can you break down to us what the true meaning of this is to you, not only as the Angels owner, but as a fan in general?
Is that for me? My wife helped me with my notes before. I don't know if I can answer any more questions. I always, day one when I came in, I wanted to make sure that people could come to the ballpark with their family and enjoy the game, have a good experience, and we worked really hard to and our people, make everybody feel welcome here, and to, you know, put great players out in front of you, and really try to communicate with all the fans in the community what we're doing, and to, you know, look at some of the players that have played here, and players that are playing now, and, you know, beauty of it, we're going to play here in a couple hours, get ready to go, you know, strap it up here this next week, and, you know, it's just to, you know, watch Mike these last few years and how he communicates with his teammates and other people, and how he handles the kids and the fans, and with a smile, and, you know, gets out there and signs, all the little things that are really important for the fans to see. But, you know, we spent a lot of time talking, and, you know, Mike and I had a real good one-on-one. It's supposed to be 10 or 15 minutes, we spent an hour talking about just how important he made me feel good about being here. He told me that's what he wanted to be, so we tried to do our best to get him here, and he and his family happy and comfortable. But you know, it's one of the, you know, needs some jewelry. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I just I'm happy about it. So.
Loyalty!
Mike, Ted Sobel, Sports USA, congrats to you and your family. The word loyalty is not used very often anymore in pro sports, and I'm wondering how that comes into play for you, what the meaning of that is, and in this business transaction. And for you, Brad, how does this make your life a little easier for the next whatever amount of years?
I'm looking forward to bossing around a guy making $400 million. That's no, I mean, who wouldn't be excited or ecstatic to have a guy like Mike Trout, not only from a talent perspective, but just a person perspective. He goes about his business the right way. He sets an example for the people around him, and he's a perennial MVP candidate. So clearly, being able to write his name in the lineup every single day is something I look forward to doing. I think spending your whole career with one team, I think it's pretty cool. I think that was one thing on my mind. You know, talking to people, you know, if I did leave in 2 years, you know, maybe looking back, I would have maybe regretted it a little bit, you know, because I love it here. Obviously, it's great. The weather's great. Stadiums, everything, you know, everything, you know, comes with, you know, I love coming to the ballpark. You can ask my buddies. I'm always almost the first one here every day. I think being here, you know, 12 more years and being here my whole career, I think it means a lot to me.
His current contract. It's 14 years. He's taking it for another 14 years. Yeah, and then you add the 2 years from his current one. It's 14 years in total.
You had a file between building the farm system, getting a lot of things together, even a new manager. It seems that you built the farm system. You got.
I'll look it up truly when this is over. I don't believe you guys. Like, I've been waiting to hear about the contract.
Where does this kind of mark in your lifetime? Obviously, you have your father and a husband, but where does this kind of mark is your lifetime in general?
Well, you know, there's things that happen professionally that you're very, very proud of. You know, and a lot of the things that you've named, I'm proud of. But you know, I've seen a lot of great players. You know, through my 20 years. But Mike really personifies not only on-field talent, but also impeccable character to go with it. You know, I use the example when I was talking with a writer during the spring training, and he said, you know, what have you learned about Mike that you didn't already know? Because I was watching him across the diamond for so many years. And I said, I think the thing that I've learned the most, and you referenced being a husband and a father, the thing I've learned the most is that if the house next door to me opened up, I would really hope Mike and Jessica Trout move in. That's what I've learned. They're just really quality people.
So, with that being said, we're in the, we have a lot of boxes still to check. We have a farm system that is going in the right direction. We're going to continue to build something sustainable here, something healthy here, and expect to perennially be one of the top teams in baseball year in and year out. That's
this question is from Mike Trout. So, Mike, just to echo what Taylor was asking Billy, you see what the body of work that Billy Epler has put into this organization, basically restoring proper order to the farm system, adding key pieces in rotation like Otani, and also 2 elements this year, and where this organization is going. I mean, can you see this organization being not a worse than first, because you guys were in last place, but just a worse than first organization making the playoffs? Something like the Bears did before in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. I think in the off season, you obviously like to bring in new players. Like I said, Billy and Artie and Carpino did a great job bringing new players. It's like the farm system. I think you guys know a couple years ago it was pretty deflated, as people would say. But Billy done a great job. The scouts, everybody, the draft and everything, bringing in great players, Goodell, Marsh, Cannon. Good young arms, and the future's bright. And I like I said, when I was making this decision with my wife, it was definitely on my mind that the organization was going on the right direction and going in the right direction. And obviously, Billy wants to win. I think anything you do, baseball, anything in regards to anything, he wants to be the best, and I like that. So.
Press conference. We thank you for joining us. Media members wishing to conduct brief one-on-one is asked you to make their way to the Fox Sports West studio location. Thank you again, everybody, for coming out this afternoon, and enjoy tonight's game.